Hello everyone, my name is Zoya. Today I am going to teach you pro-level English, the kind of words that smart, confident people use in conversations. These words are not difficult. They are just more sophisticated. They make you sound polished and intelligent. You will learn these words naturally through a story. The story is about me going to my friend's birthday party. So let's begin. First, let me tell you what pro-level means. Pro is short for professional. Pro-level English means English that sounds smart, confident, and impressive. For example, instead of saying I'm going to a party, a pro might say I'm attending a social gathering. Instead of saying I was nervous, a pro might say I felt a bit apprehensive. Today, I will teach you 20 such words. Listen carefully. After each pro word, I will explain its meaning. Ready? Let's go. Last week, my close friend Emily sent me a message. She said, "Zoya, I'm having a small gathering at my place on Saturday. Can you come?" A gathering is a polite word for a party or a get-together. I replied, "I would love to." "What time?" She said, 7 p.m. Casual dress. On Saturday morning, I felt a little apprehensive. Apprehensive means nervous or worried about something in the future. Why was I apprehensive? Because I didn't know many people at the party. Emily's other friends were artists, designers, and writers. They were very creative. I was worried I might not fit in. But I told myself, "Zoya, you are smart. You are interesting. You will be fine." I decided to wear my new blue dress. It was elegant but not too fancy. I also brought a small gift for Emily, a potted plant. Potted means in a container with soil. I wrapped it in brown paper and tied it with a ribbon. I wanted to look thoughtful. Thoughtful means kind and considerate of others. Pro word number 3, gathering, a polite word for a party or meeting of people. Pro word number 4, apprehensive, nervous or worried about something in the future. Pro word number 5, thoughtful, kind and considerate of other people's feelings. I arrived at Emily's house at 7:15 p.m. I was a little late because I couldn't decide which shoes to wear. I rang the doorbell. Emily opened the door. She was wearing a yellow dress and a big smile. "Zoya. You made it. Come in, come in." She gave me a hug. I gave her the plant. "This is for you. Happy birthday." She said, "Oh, it's beautiful. You are so thoughtful." I stepped inside. The ambience was warm and welcoming. Ambience means the mood or feeling of a place. There were soft lights, fairy lights hanging on the walls, and quiet music playing in the background. About 15 people were there. Some were sitting on the sofa, talking. Some were standing near the kitchen, holding drinks. Everyone looked happy and relaxed. I took off my coat and hung it on a hook. I took a deep breath. I was still a little apprehensive. But the warm ambience helped me feel calmer. I decided to mingle. Mingle means to walk around and talk to different people. I did not want to stand in a corner alone. So I walked towards the kitchen. Pro word number 6, ambience, the mood, atmosphere, or feeling of a place. Pro word number 7, mingle, to walk around and talk to different people at a social event. I saw a woman making tea. She had short curly hair and a friendly smile. She looked at me and said, "Hi, I don't think we've met." "I'm Lisa." I said, "Hi Lisa." "I'm Zoya. I'm a friend of Emily." We shook hands. She said, "Nice to meet you. How do you know Emily?" I said, "We studied together at university. She helped me a lot during my first year." Lisa nodded. "Emily is a wonderful person. She is very genuine." Genuine means real, honest, and not pretending. I liked that word. Yes, I said. She is very genuine. That's why everyone loves her. Lisa smiled. Are you enjoying the party? I said, yes, the ambience is lovely. And I just arrived, so I'm still mingling. Lisa laughed. Well, I'm glad you came over to talk to me. I was feeling a bit shy. I said, I was feeling apprehensive too. But now I feel better. We talked for about 5 minutes. Lisa was an artist. She painted landscapes. She showed me some pictures on her phone. They were beautiful. I felt genuinely interested. Genuinely means truly and honestly. Pro word number 8, genuine, real, honest, sincere, not fake or pretending. Pro word number 9, genuinely, truly, honestly, from the heart. After talking to Lisa, I walked into the living room. A man was playing the guitar. He was sitting on a chair, strumming softly. A few people were listening. I stood near the window and watched. The music was peaceful. Then Emily came to me. She said, Zoya, let me introduce you to my cousin, Maria. She is a writer. I think you two would get along. I followed Emily to a corner where a woman was sitting. She had long dark hair and glasses. She was reading a book. Emily said, Maria, this is my friend Zoya. She loves writing too. Maria looked up and smiled. She closed her book. Nice to meet you, Zoya. Emily has told me about your YouTube channel. I said, oh, that's so kind of her. Nice to meet you too. Maria and I started talking about books. She spoke very eloquently. Eloquently means using fluent and persuasive language. She chose her words carefully. She sounded very intelligent. I told her, you speak so eloquently. I could listen to you all day. She laughed and said, thank you. That is very gracious of you. Gracious means kind, polite, and showing good manners. I felt inspired by Maria. She was smart, humble, and easy to talk to. I wanted to be more eloquent too. Pro word number 10, eloquent/eloquently, speaking in a fluent, persuasive, and intelligent way. Pro word number 11, gracious, kind, polite, and showing good manners, especially when complimenting someone. Announced, dinner is ready, everyone. Please come to the dining table. We all walked to the dining room. The table was beautifully set with white plates, glass cups, and fresh flowers. The food looked scrumptious. Scrumptious means extremely delicious and tasty. There was roasted chicken, garlic mashed potatoes, steamed vegetables, a green salad, and warm bread rolls. I sat next to Maria. Lisa sat across from us. Emily's boyfriend, Tom, served the food. He put a piece of chicken on each plate. Then he added potatoes and vegetables. The smell was amazing. I said, Emily, this looks scrumptious. You have outdone yourself. Outdone yourself means you did even better than usual. Emily smiled. Thank you, Zoya. Tom helped a lot. Tom said, I just cut the vegetables. Emily did everything else. We started eating. I took a bite of the mashed potatoes. They were creamy and buttery. This is divine, I said. Divine means extremely good, almost heavenly. Lisa said, I agree. Best potatoes I've ever had. We all laughed. The dinner was not just scrumptious. It was also a time for bonding. Bonding means forming a close connection with people. Pro word 12, scrumptious, extremely delicious and tasty, for food. Pro word 13, divine, extremely good, wonderful, almost heavenly. Pro word 14, bonding, forming a close emotional connection with people. During dinner, we shared stories. Maria told a funny anecdote about her first book signing. An anecdote is a short, interesting, and often funny story about a real event. She said, at my first book signing, only 3 people came. One was my mother. One was my neighbor. And one was a man who wanted to use the bathroom. We all laughed. Maria said, I was mortified at first. Mortified means extremely embarrassed. But now I think it's funny. Then Tom shared his perspective on work-life balance. Perspective means a particular way of thinking about something. He said, in my opinion, work is important, but not more important than family. That's my perspective. I said, I completely agree. My perspective is similar. Health and happiness come first. I felt proud of myself. I was using pro words naturally. I said, Emily, this party has been so refreshing. I really needed a break from work. Refreshing means making you feel new, energized, and relaxed. Emily said, I'm so glad. That was my goal, to create a relaxing evening for everyone. Pro word 15 anecdote, a short, interesting, often funny story about a real event. Pro word 16 mortified, extremely embarrassed or ashamed. Pro word 17 perspective, a particular way of thinking about something. Pro word 18 refreshing, making you feel new, energized, and relaxed. After dinner, Emily brought out the birthday cake. It was a chocolate cake with cream frosting and candles on top. The candles were shaped like the number 26. Tom lit the candles. We all started singing happy birthday. Emily smiled. She closed her eyes and made a wish. Then she blew out the candles. Everyone clapped. Tom poured sparkling juice into glasses. He said, I would like to make a toast. A toast is when you raise your glass and say something nice about someone. He raised his glass. To Emily, the most kind, generous, and wonderful person I know. Thank you for being you. We all raised our glasses. To Emily, we said. I felt so warm inside. I said, Emily, I cherish our friendship. Cherish means to love and value something very much. Emily's eyes got a little wet. She said, Zoya, I cherish you too. Maria said, this is a memorable evening. Memorable means special and easy to remember. I will not forget tonight. I agreed. It was a beautiful moment. Pro word 19 toast, raising your glass and saying something nice about someone. Pro word 20 cherish, to love, value, and care about something deeply. Pro word 21 memorable, special and easy to remember. The party ended at 11 p.m. People started leaving. I helped Emily clean up a little. I put the empty cups in a bin and wiped the table. Emily said, you don't have to do that. You're a guest. I said, I want to. You worked so hard. Let me help. When I was ready to leave, I said goodbye to everyone. I told Maria, it was a pleasure meeting you. I hope we can talk about books again sometime. She said, I would love that. Here's my number. We exchanged numbers. I told Lisa, your paintings are beautiful. You are very talented. She smiled and said, thank you, Zoya. You are so kind. I hugged Emily. Thank you for inviting me. I had a wholesome evening. Wholesome means healthy, nice, and morally good. This party was good for my heart. Emily said, you are always welcome here. I love you, Zoya. I said, I love you too. Happy birthday, my dear friend. I walked home. The night air was cool and fresh. I felt grateful. Grateful means thankful and appreciative. I was grateful for good food, good conversations, and good friends. I was also grateful for learning so many pro words today. Pro word 22 wholesome, healthy, nice, good for the heart and mind. Pro word 23 grateful, thankful and appreciative for what you have.